Hey guys, it's Red from Game2Misbehave, and I am here all by myself today. Try my hand at doing this all by myself. Don't know how it's gonna work. You guys let me know down below if you like it or not. There will be some videos that Roxy's going to be doing by herself, and then we will have collaborative videos as well. But you know, life changes and things like that, so we're going to try this for a little bit and see how it goes. Now, you will notice up in the right hand corner or left hand corner, depending on whether you have dyslexia or not, you will not see my face because I am playing this game called Niche, a genetic survival game, and it is not a scary game. It's not something that you really need to see my reactions for. And on top of that, it kind of becomes a little less immersive when you do see my face. I did do a recording of this already once with my face in the corner, and I felt like it was a little bit distracting. So we are going to do this without my face in the corner. So this also allows me to look like hell. So you guys will never know how much hell I look like. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and go in and play. Now, as you can see, I have been playing this game on my own. It is in early access right now, so they are still making changes and things like that. These incompatible save files were other betas and alphas and stuff like that that I had played that are no longer available, so we're going to go ahead and get rid of them. Yes, we're going to delete that save game. We're going to delete this save game. Now, I did tell you earlier that I had tried to record this once already with my face in the corner and I didn't like it. So that's what Disaster Town was. Disaster Town was that particular recording that I didn't like, and it actually kind of, the audio on it got a little bit corrupt. So we're going to do this again, and we're going to delete Disaster Town, and then we're going to start a new game, and we're going to call this game A Whole New World. Alright. Oh no, we can't name it A Whole New World. Oh crap. I'm going to name it Aw Crap. There. Aw crap. Let's play. Now, there are a couple other YouTubers out in the world right now that are playing this game, and they are doing a fantastic job of it. But what I've decided that I'm going to make this extra hard for me because there are little things that you can use to kind of help yourself out a little bit, which I will show you right now. This here is, you know, a little window to kind of tell you the stats on your animal and stuff like that, and I can't get rid of that. I can't not use it, so that's what I'm going to use. But there is also the genetics window here that allows you to see the active genetics on your particular creature and the inactive genetics that they are hiding away in their genetic code. Now, these ones that are not lit up, they're kind of like a dark gray. Those are the ones that are hidden. And in those genes, there is a possibility, say, because this is Eve here, my little girl, my starter girl, and there is a possibility that if she breeds with the right creature, or we use the genetics mutation menu, which I will show you in a minute, which I will not be using, there is a possibility that she could pass on the stinky tail. Obviously, that's going to enhance certain creatures. That's going to be detrimental sometimes when you have a genetics like Adam has here, which is called a no paw. Now, that is something that I can see. You can kind of see there that he's got that little itty little paw that does nothing. And it's not a good thing to have on your animals, but generally one of your two starter animals always has it. So we have to try and breed that out to make sure that our animals are nice and healthy. But this menu can be very helpful for those certain things, but I will not be using it. So we're going to switch back to this menu, and I'm just going to go off of what I see active on my certain creatures right here. So now I can see that she has what's called a digging paw, which allows her to dig. She also has a runner leg, which allows her a little bit more movement when there's not so much grass around. She has a big nose. It looks like normal sized ears, and then she also does have a paddle tail in the back, which let me just double check and make sure that that's actually what that is. Where is your tail? Oh, it's this fluffy tail. So that's what the fluffy tail looks like. And then for Mr. Adam here, what I can see on him is he has a running leg too, so it's most likely that their babies will have a running leg. He also has the no paw. He has some normal back feet. He has the poison fangs, which I personally like a lot. And then he has, let's see, it looks like he has normal size ears. Yes, he has normal size ears. So it's also a possibility that she may have webbed feet. I'm not exactly sure if she has webbed feet, but she does have a 2 in swimming, which I'm guessing means that she has the webbed feet. You can't really see it while she's sitting on the nest, but so this is the early access 0.2.4, which means that they've entered into jungle biomes and things like that. So that's the version that I will be playing until they decide to come out with a new version. So first off, what I'm going to do is Miss Eve here, and it's been a little bit since I played this game, so trying to get back into like controls and stuff like that are going to be a little bit weird. But Miss Eve is going to go ahead and right away have a baby with Adam, and since she does have, the running leg, we can go ahead and pick some berries with her. Now, we do see up here we have some food. We also see how many pack members we have, and then we have this up in the corner here, which tells us that we have 10 nesting materials. Now, you do get nesting materials from breaking down the grass. Let's see, we did not get any nesting materials there, but it's a good idea. These nests that kind of look like they're in a half-out coconut shell, they do stay right where they are for the entire game. But if necessarily we have a part of the island that doesn't have enough nests and we need more, or a part of an island that doesn't have nests at all, we have the ability to build our own nests. We can use them a couple of times, and then they go inactive. They turn like a reddish-brown color, and they need to be fixed. They can be fixed with the nesting material. If they are not fixed within a couple of turns, they do disappear, and then we'll have to build a whole nother one. Now, fixing them costs a lot less material than it does to actually build them outright. So you want to make sure that your nests stay fixed. So let's go ahead and pass the day and see what kind of baby we get. Oh, look at you. Now you can kind of see, we know it's a boy because he does have a little bit of a mane. He's got those beautiful green eyes. And we can't see much as far as his feet go. It looks like he has a digging paw just like his mom, and possibly a running leg over here. We'll be able to take a little bit of a better look at him once he can actually move out of the nest. But it also does look like he might have the big body just like his father, which is all this extra fluff on him. And he's definitely got the big nose just like his mom. Look at that. They look exactly the same. And then he does have the ram horns, which are good, which will make him a little bit more of a beast when he grows up. So now that, since he is in the nest, and Miss Eve, we're going to go ahead and have her pick some berries, because she can't have another baby until he moves out of the nest. And I probably actually should have moved her out of the nest just to make sure that he can grow up a little bit faster. I don't know if that's still in effect or not, but it used to be. So we're actually also gonna, with Adam, we're gonna listen around, see if we can see anything, which we can hear a little mole over here. They are good food, so we might go ahead and see if we can kind of get him. But he is in the grass, so it might be a little bit difficult. And I know that if they are facing you and you try and jump over there, then you will not be able to collect them. And I don't even know if Adam can. Let's see. Yes, he has a 2 in strength, so from his big body. So he should be able to go ahead and grab that. Let's see. Let's move you over here. And can you? Yes! Okay, so we went ahead and grabbed that. And let's smell around and see what we can see. Well, there's a lot of berry bushes around. So we'll have Adam next go ahead and see about getting some of those berry bushes active and things like that, get the grass off of them so that way we can pick berries as we get more little babies into this pack. So we're going to go ahead and pass the day, and then we'll see if we can move that little baby out of the nest. Nope, we can't yet, which unfortunately happened because I left Eve in the nest, and I should not have done that, but I did. So we're going to go ahead and move Eve out of the nest now. And oh, look at you. Who are you? Can we invite you in? I think we can. Well, who are you? Let's see. You're absolutely adorable. Look at you with your little antlers. Oh, you're a little girl. Let's see. I can't really see any more of your genetics. Let's see. Oh, you have a digging paw, and you do have it looks like a normal tail with the little webbed back feet. You can see those are the webbed back feet. And I don't think that Eve actually had webbed back feet. So I don't know where she gets her swimming ability from, but who knows? I guess we'll find out eventually. But she is very, very cute. Now, she doesn't seem to, on the outside, it doesn't seem like she has any very, really detrimental traits. So let's go ahead and see if we can invite her into the pack. Now, it does cost 5 food to invite somebody into the pack, but I think she's cute, and we did just have a little boy. She looks to be about the same age, maybe a little bit older than him, but it's a possibility that they might make a good pair. So let's invite her into the pack. And what's your name? Rainier. Well, you're very cute, Rainier. And it looks like you are very young. You haven't even gotten your 2nd gem yet. So how about we have you clear... Oh, you're a digger. Okay, so you can't... I guess you can't clear the grass? Is that what I'm seeing? Maybe because you're not old enough yet. But let's see if we can see... Now, underneath her, as you can see, there's a little lit up. It looks like a twig. That is something that I can dig up. So let's see if she can dig that up and how much that gives us, because I've never actually done that. Oh, it gives us 1 piece of food. So as you can see, there's the... I don't know exactly what that is. It looks like frog legs to me. But that's what happens when you go ahead and kill things like carnivores or moles in this case. So we're going to have Adam go ahead and pick up that meat. And then I think what we'll do is go ahead and have him clear out this grass and pick some berries just so that we have a little bit more stores. And I think that's all the turns we have for now. So let's skip the day and go ahead and see. Oh, look, the rain. Yay! Rain means that all of my berries have grown back. I don't really have very many good berry pickers. Most of my animals actually have digging claws right now, so we're mostly going to be sticking our noses in the dirt. But that's okay. We can still pick berries in the meantime. And as you can see, Mr. Tarodu. These names are so difficult for somebody with dyslexia to read. I'm sorry. I'm going to mispronounce every single one of my creatures' names. Just know that that's going to happen. And Tarodu, he finally got his first gem, so we can move him out of the nest. And I think I'm going to move him. Well, I think I'm going to actually move him right down here. You can see he does have that digging claw, just like his mom, and a runner leg, just like his mom and his dad. And just like his future girlfriend over here, who does have the digging paw and the running leg. So, Mama, I think what we're going to have you do is we're going to have you come sit in the nest. I'm going to move Adam back down here to breed with you. And then he can pick some berries while he's here. I'll have you pick some berries too. And then you, little girl over here, I think your best course of action right now would be to actually pick these berries with your 2 turns. And then we'll go ahead and skip the day and see what this newest baby is going to look like. It's another little boy. Oh, look at him. Isn't he cute? He does have the big body just like his papa. And it also looks like he's got the green eyes just like his brother. Which is funny because both mom and dad have really dark eyes. And yet both the boys came out with these beautiful minty green eyes. Let's see, it also looks like you have the digging paw and the running leg just like your mama. And it looks like you have the normal tail just like your mama too. So this little boy takes more after his mama. And it looks like, thankfully, mama's genetics are more dominant than papa's genetics because papa wasn't the perfect one. But, nobody's perfect, right? So we're going to go ahead and move Eve out of the nest again. And I think what we're going to try to do is we're going to try and move Adam and Eve more toward this side of the island. Yeah, we're going to try and move them more towards that side of the island just to see what's over there. And then I think we're going to keep the boys over here with Rainier. And when they get old enough, maybe they'll start their own family over here on this side of the island with all of these berry bushes. But let's go ahead and expand some of the territory here. You can go ahead and look in this grass, expose that berry bush and pick some berries while you're at it. And then I'm going to have you look, well, apparently I'm not going to have you look in there. I'm going to have you pick that berry because you're not listening to what I told you to do, ma'am. But it doesn't matter, love you anyway. So we're going to go ahead and extend some of this territory over here. We're also looking for more berry bushes, just like that one there. And possibly a new nest, so that way Adam and Eve can go ahead and continue their family on a different side of the island. Let's see, Mama, let's go ahead and clear some grass out, and then we'll go ahead and move the day on. And there we go. So we're going to go ahead, and this rain is just relentless, isn't it? I'm going to have you come over here so you can get out of the nest. And I think, actually, I'm going to have Mama have one more baby before she decides to move on and come back over onto the nest. But you, Papa, you can go ahead and continue going this direction. Oh, and there's a mole there. And unfortunately, that mole's probably going to see Adam. This is what happens when you don't actually listen and smell and things like that. That mole's probably actually going to see Adam before I go ahead and turn the day over, and Adam has an ability to go ahead and get that mole. So you'll see him duck into the ground, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and smell around. There's some things to dig up, which I might have the boys do that. And it looks like that other mole is out, but I don't think Mama can do that and still have her baby on the next turn. So, oh, there's a bunny over there by Adam too, and of course he has no energy to do anything. So let's have Mama pick some berries. Yep, that mole is for sure going to see us. I'm going to have to, let's see, let's smell around. Is there anything to dig nearby? I can actually have you jump up here and dig, and there he goes. That mole went right down into the ground, so I guess we'll have to wait for him to come back out before we can get him again. And then, let's see, little girl, what can you do? You're not really going to be able to hop anywhere and dig anything, so I think I'm just going to have you look around and expose some more of our territory, and then that's everybody's move. So we're going to go ahead and pass the day. We're going to see Eve's last baby in this episode, and then let's see, and oh yay, it's a little girl. So she has the spotted pattern, just like the little girl we found in the woods, which is now old enough to have babies of her own. She has her third gem, but none of our boys are old enough yet, so we'll just have to wait. Let's see you, kid. Let's get just a tad bit closer. You do have the same exact genetics as your mother. You do have the big nose, just like your mom, which allows you, I believe, to smell a little bit farther than everyone else. You do have that digging paw, which, like I said in the beginning, we're going to be a pack of diggers. We're going to have dirty noses our entire existence here. You do have the running leg. It looks like you have not the big body, so you have the normal sized body, just like your mom. Those beautiful green eyes, which I still have no idea where they are coming from. And you do have the ram horns, just like your bigger brother. So you look good to me, kid. I tell you what, looks good to me. So we're going to go ahead and just pick the berries with everybody's turns. Maybe look in some grass, see if we can get some more nesting materials. And then we're going to end out the day on that note. Let's see, let's move you, little boy, let's move you over here. Pick some of those. And then, Papa, what are we going to do with you? I think we're going to move you down here to pick some of these berries. And then that's it for today. So thank you guys for joining me. Oh, I just did notice that this little boy over here, Taro Duke, he does have the stinky tail. You can see he kind of looks like he has a little bit of a squirrel tail. That's the stinky tail. And stinky tails apparently make you a little less attractive to carnivores, so they're not going to want to eat you because you stink like a skunk. But it doesn't look like a skunk tail to me. It looks like a squirrel tail, and as I hear, squirrels are good eating. So at least down in the south, that's what they say. So I've never had one, but maybe one day. But in any case, so that's it for Niche, a genetic survival game. If you guys liked this and you want to see more, we can definitely go ahead and see more. We didn't do a lot of breeding except for Adam and Eve, just because nobody grew up big enough to go ahead and breed with anyone else. So, but we will be breeding them in the next episode. The babies are going to be old enough to breed themselves, and then we'll go ahead and get into a little bit of it. And I do have to warn you that in the next episode, in the animal kingdom, every once in a while, when you're stuck on a very small island and there's not very many opportunities, incest does happen. It's unfortunate, but it does sometimes when you're secluded on a very small island and there's nobody else. So, there is a possibility, with my not remembering who came from who and what came from where and all that other kind of stuff, that some of that may be happening, which is not good. I'm going to try and not do that, but it does happen. If any of you have a purebred dog out there, that's quite likely how they got a purebred dog to begin with. You know, you breed sister and brother and mother and daughter and all that kind of stuff together to make sure that the breed stays at a standard, you know, size, length, color, things like that. So all of your dogs are incest dogs, and we love them anyway. But in any case, that's all I have for you today. And then we'll go ahead and see you in the next episode, and we'll get some new babies going on and hopefully get to move into a new island. So I know I talk too much, and I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!